In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a really snazzy looking pond in Roblox Studio. It'll turn out just like this in the end, and all you need are three main ingredients. You need a water, and if you want this cool layered effect, then you can follow the link in the description and I'll show you how to make that. And then you need some kind of rock model, so you can find this in the toolbox if you just look up rocks, or you can follow the tutorial that I made down in the description if you want to know how to make it in Blender. And then you also need the plugin called Archimedes. You can do this by going to the toolbox, going to this drop down, clicking on plugins, and then looking up Archimedes. This will make the process a lot easier, and it's just an awesome plugin to have if you don't already have it. Alrighty, so first things first, you want to add in a cylinder to your Roblox Studio. Make this however large you want. This is going to be like your pond base, so this is where the water is going to be. Make it the same color as your other base because you don't want it to look weird. Scale it up, bring it down, go to model, click on negate, shift click, and then click union. This makes a nice little hole, and then you can take your water and you can just put it in so it looks okay right away. Alright, now we need to line it with our rocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a rock, we're going to put it like that. We're going to get rotate ready because we know we're going to have to rotate it. Then we go to plugins, we launch Archimedes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to mess with this angle and mess with the rotation of your rock until you can line up it nicely around your pool. So like if I do it right now, it's not going to be nice. So I have to mess with the angle and I have to mess with the rotation. So I'm going to do that and we'll be right back. Okie dokie, so this looks pretty good for me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock the base in the water just so that doesn't get in my way anymore. And then I'm just going to try to center it as best as I can, or make it like just a little bit over the water. Then we want to add some variation. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our three tools. We're going to use the move tool to just move kind of some of them back and forth a little bit, bring some of them down, and then we're going to use the rotate tool and add some variety. And then we want to use the scale tool. So we're going to scale some of them up, some of them down, and I think right now I'm going to bring over my other rock and I'm gonna just bring it down a little bit. So this will add some nice variety into my types of rocks. And then I'm going to keep moving stuff around, moving some stuff down, and messing with it until I get kind of like a version that I like. Alright, so now that we've added our variation to our rocks, now comes the most important part, which is coloring the rocks. So I just want to select a couple of random ones. Doesn't really matter where they are. And for me, they're from Blender, so I'm going to have to go in each individual one and click on the model, but I won't make you watch all of that. Alright, so now that I've control clicked to select all of my other ones, I'm going to go and I'm just going to pick a color that I feel like is right. So I kind of like medium stone gray for my specific lighting settings that I have. So that's how it turned out. Now I'm going to grab a couple other of the rocks. And this time I'm going to turn these to a darker gray. I think I kind of like dark stone gray. So now they all have like a different color, and I can kind of tweak this to how I like it, move them apart a little bit, and then I'm just going to grab a pointy rock and bring it over here and just to add a finishing touch to it. Alright, so now I have my pointy rock and I'm going to put it in the water. This can be whatever rock, it doesn't have to be a pointy one. I just like the way that this looks, and I move it over, and now we kind of have this nice looking pond. So you can customize it however you want. If you want less rocks, if you want to make a lily pad, it doesn't really matter, but this is just a super simple way to make a nice looking pond in Roblox. And thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments. I want to take every criticism that I can just so I can make these videos as helpful and as good as possible. So thank you.